Okay, our next demonstration will be about the bar screen. I think all you guys already know what a bar screen is, so let's just get right into it. So we'll just go to the dashboard and click primary treatment and go to the bar screening. And like in the previous example, you just place an example here just to place in the values and just calculate just to know if it works. And then, okay, so the idea for a bar screen is that you need to have enough speed per area. Just assume that this is the area here, or the vertical gross submerged area, this red rectangular. Enough speed of your area, of your velocity perpendicular to this area, such that you can arrive at greater than 0.42 meters per second. So that way it will have a self-cleaning property, so you don't want your velocity to be too slow. So okay, so assume for now that this two here, the velocity of flow normal to the screen and velocity of flow normal to this are flow at an angle. So you know that the bar screen is at an angle, it's not really straight. So we assume these values, that the water perpendicular to this angled bar screen will have these values. And then once we project that in a vertical area, we want to have a value of 0.42. So if you can refresh your trigonometry, so a flow of water, although it has this direction, it can have also a direction at an angle depending on what angle you have. So this velocity has different flow at different angles. Okay, so we just want that at this vertical area here, we want the velocity of water to be greater than 0.42 meters per second. So these are flow at an angle, so it's 0.3 and 0.75 meters per second. And then we will have, since in our previous demonstration, we chose 46,000. So we assume a configuration of 2 duty, 2 standby. So we'll just divide this by 2. Okay, and then that's it for the flow. And then these are just the area required, net submerged area required for this angled area required. And then this is the number of bars, the width of the bars, the length of space between the bars, and then this is the ratio of opening angle, and this is the screen angle. Okay, so basically what you want to arrive is a value greater than 0.42. If you can see this note here, this value should be greater than 0.42 to have self-cleaning. So once you have that, I think that's good to go. And then you just check the dimensions here. It's 1.2, water level is 0.48. You can change the freeboard, so you have the approximate idea on what's the dimension, and you have the volume of screening here. So if you want to do the mass balance, and then you want values for your screening, this is a good estimate. And then once you're done with that, you can actually, you don't really need to understand everything here, since suppliers usually have models, already fixed models. You rarely have bar screens that are, I mean, you can, but most of the time the models are already fixed, so you just give the flow rate and they will give you the dimensions. So assuming that this is part of the supplier's model, so just let's say, for example, they say length of 2, and then it matches with their calculation 1.2, and then they can supply like 0.78 like that. So that, yeah, it looks right though. So assuming that's the supplier's dimension, and then once we've done that, we just click generate report, just place the name here, version number, notes. Then once we're done with that, so you can see here the report is average flow, total flow, duty, average flow per channel, and then the channel dimension. Okay, and then we just click print report here. Just to page. So if you're using Windows, it's only one page, but I'm using Mac, so it's 2 pages. I don't know why it's different. So you can just save it as PDF. Save. Okay, and then just go to. Okay, just minimize this. Go to downloads, and then this is what our report looks like. So if you're Windows, it will just be one page. Okay, that's it. That ends our bar screen. Let's move to another feature here.